You've probably been told to stand up straight before, and if you're like me, you likely rolled your eyes at the suggestion. However, we can all agree on one thing. Good posture is an important part of our health, especially back health. If you don't have the best posture, though, it can be a tricky thing to change. After all, most of us have been standing and sitting in a particular way for years. Now, however, you can make a conscious effort to change that bad posture with the Upright Go 2 Posture Trainer. This little device that you wear on your upper back claims to help improve your posture by providing a gentle vibration every time you slouch. But does it work? Can it really improve your posture? How about we find out in today's video? First things first, to look at the Upright Go 2, I want to break it down into 4 categories: accuracy and effectiveness, battery life, cost, and hook skill. The last category is basically a scale from 1 to 10 on how used to you can get to this device. But before we start and review the device, let's take a look at why you want to check and why it is important to check your posture in the first place. So, if you work a desk job all day and hunch over a lot, you probably know you're hurting your back. As you age, you start getting more back aches and you probably spend a lot of money on massages and medication or equipment to repair your back. The Upright Go 2 is an impressive device that can be a big help and saves you a lot of backaches. This device uses a built-in sensor to track your posture. The device connects to an app on your phone called the Upright app. The app has 2 modes, the training and tracking mode. In the training mode, you will actually feel the device vibrate when you start to slouch. And in the tracking mode, the vibration alerts are on, but it's still record. Your posture changes through the day. Now, you're only supposed to use the training mode for the recommended time, like 10 to 20 minutes. But you can ignore that because you want in-the-moment feedback on how you're doing all day. And finally, before the 4th category breakdown, how does this thing stay in place? Well, it's by using these sticky adhesives. Or you can buy a ridiculous looking necklace to keep it off. However, I thought the point of this device was to keep it subtle. Honestly, this necklace just screams Star Trek cosplay. I also used the necklace and the review is included later on in the video, so make sure you stick around and watch. Now, let's take a look at each category in depth: accuracy and effectiveness. Alright, when it comes to accuracy, this device can really be frustrating. First and foremost, during the training mode, the device buzzes a lot. Sometimes it's a bit too much, but it definitely feels like it does this because it forces you straighten up and sit upright. The device only seems to buzz when you hunch forward. It doesn't seem to work when you slouch in your chair but you're back upright. While slouching is often considering as bad posture, it doesn't get recorded in Upright's system. Speaking of effectiveness, the Upright Go seems to work the best on day 1. Your Upright score seems to steadily decline over the next few days since you start using it. This can be due to a number of factors such as stress or the chair, or maybe you didn't position the device properly on your back. You need to take the information from the Upright with a grain of salt, as it only takes a snapshot of your behavior throughout the day. It's similar to the Fitbit or Apple Watch. The device, while not completely accurate, can definitely help you adjust your posture while walking or sitting. Battery life. Speaking of battery life, the device can last for 30 hours straight, and that is according to Upright Technologies, the manufacturer. However, I've only tested it for 8 hours max, and it has pretty decent battery life. You're obviously going to sit continuously on your chair, so a 30-hour battery life is pretty good. Speaking of limitations, the biggest pain point based on reviews online are the adhesive stickers. They do not last long enough, and that could probably be due to excessive sweat. The device comes with 10 stickers, and although that might seem like a lot, you can end up using 5 stickers in your first week, which is honestly not worthwhile. The refill adhesives do not come cheap and cost $7, which is definitely not worth it. I've also used the necklace and the review is included later on in the video, and you'll be shocked at how much better it is than the adhesives. Make sure you watch until the end to find out. Cost. And yeah, the device costs $100, which is quite a lot, and you'll see why soon. The device will help you fix your posture if you put it to good use and use it diligently. However, considering every adhesive refill pack comes for $7, it won't be very affordable for many. As for many people, $100 might be a lot of money, especially considering they won't be using it for more than a month. The device is meant to fix your posture, and once it becomes a daily habit to walk and sit correctly, you won't need the device as much. So $100 for a device which you will be using for only a month doesn't make any sense, at least in my opinion. This device is great for use at work, especially when you have a desk job. It can be pretty cumbersome when you're out doing errands or at a party, or simply put, when you're not sedentary. So, based on the cost factor, this device doesn't make any sense and, in my opinion, isn't worth it. Speaking of quality, over the course of my trial, the Upright Go 2 held up well and consistently worked for me. There were a few occasions when the app had trouble finding the device and data occasionally didn't upload, but I've been working from home and it's not uncommon for our cellular device to glitch from time to time. So it's hard to pinpoint the real issue. Now comes the interesting part. If you don't want to use the sticky adhesives, you have the necklace accessory, and I've tried it. The necklace accessory was extremely comfortable to wear, and it doesn't require any adhesives, so it was far superior and worth the cost, in my experience. The necklace comes in a variety of colors, and while it may not be my personal aesthetic, it was fine to wear for a couple hours a day. My only complaint about the necklace is that it's made of silicone, which is soft and flexible, but also tends to attract dirt. If you choose a lighter color, it definitely shows over time. Make sure you choose a color that is darker and much harder to spot the stains. Hook skill. Once I figured out that my Upright Go 2 while at work was best for me, using it and creating a habit of using it felt pretty easy. I dedicated a certain time of every workday to wearing my Upright Go 2. I tend to do most of my writing and heavy emailing just after lunch, so I made sure to wear my necklace then to track my posture and adjust it as necessary. After just a few days of wearing it, I found myself sitting up straighter, not leaning forward as much when typing, and generally feeling more aware of how I was standing, sitting, and walking. After 3 weeks of using the Upright Go 2, even when I wasn't actively posture training or wearing the device, I was generally more aware of my posture. This device certainly helps a lot, and although at $100 this is an investment you might want to consider making, I'd rate the Upright Go 2 a 7 out of 10. What do experts say? My experience is not unique. Products that use biofeedback can help people become more aware and better able to self-correct, says Jessica McManus, a physical therapist and owner of Full Circle Physical Therapy and Wellness Coaching in Newbury, Massachusetts. This self-correction teaches you how to independently move into a better position, eventually without the help of the device, she says. Colleen McQuaid, a physical therapist at the University of Maryland Rehabilitation and Orthopedic Institute, agrees. For most, it takes thousands of repetitions and reminders to truly change a habit, she says. Having this external stimulus may help someone commit to making postural changes. Well, that's all for this video. Hope you enjoyed watching this one. Thanks for watching.